government on, and it's time that we got them. What should we do? We gotta start changing our outfit. We gotta go back to faith in our Lord. We've gotta go back. We gotta allow kids and people to be punk rockers and be radical. We have so that they can learn to fight these evils, and then they can learn to stand up for themselves. You know, punk rockers end up up for yourself and change discussing fortunately a very serious issue. We're continuing to discuss the evils of government. Discussing about the history of our great America. Now we're discussing some of the evil things that our government is currently doing to people.
What kind of my energy symbol? What kind of my energy symbol? What kind of my energy symbol?
It's time that we took the government on.
Yes, my energy symbol. My energy symbol. My energy symbol. My energy symbol.
We got to allow kids and people to be punk rockers and be radical.
What kind of garbage is my energy symbol? What kind of garbage is my energy symbol? What kind of garbage is my energy symbol? What kind of garbage is my energy symbol?
We as a society are filled with evil. It's time that we took the government on, and it's time that we got them. What should we do? We gotta start changing our outfit. We gotta go back to faith in our Lord. We've gotta go back. We gotta allow kids and people to be punk rockers and be radical.
Hello. There we go. We're good. We're moving. Why is... Okay, cool. Just checking my mic is all good. So, how we doing? We all good? I spent a good chunk of yesterday trying to get BlueStacks to work. So we could play this, Mystic Messenger. It's an old visual novel from like 2016, which is nearly 10 years ago, which is kind of crazy to think about. But unfortunately, couldn't get it working. So, which is a shame because I had, of course, my costume here, as you can see, all set up for that, but couldn't get it working. So instead, what I've decided to do is to do some Pokemon. So this is we're gonna play through on a save of Scarlet for a little bit. Now I have started the game already to kind of, skip past the boring tutorial bits. Yeah, and hopefully that'll be fun. So let's pop over to that screen. Oops. Didn't have my microphone on this screen. So, as you might see, I've moved myself up to the top there because I couldn't really find a good spot where you can comfortably see everything while still have my little chipmunk fella up there. So we haven't reached the first gym yet. We're just still going through a lot of the tutorial stuff. There's a good bit of it, to be honest. It goes on for quite a while. Alright. Nimona's teaching us stuff. Goofy, sure. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry, I've just noticed that the merchant fella in the background, who you'll see in a second. There he is. He has like a little buzz cut thing going on. They normally don't do that. It's very like you know, it's normally sort of No Country for Old Men hair for the Pokemart fellas. Anyway, that's our team that you just saw pop up there. Got a variety of different ones. We got Diglett, we got the fire crocodile fella for the start. Loads of wee fellas. We'll get more as we go, of course. Hello, Granny. Goodbye, Granny. Oh, that's the wee deerling. Lovely. Yeah, so our goal now is to head over that direction. Which hopefully should be quick enough. Ooh, a Taurus. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of the new Pokemon. I haven't really kept up with the game since when was that last one? I suppose Sun and Moon, but I didn't even finish Sun and Moon. Oh, that was an Igglybuff. Yeah, I think the last game that I really played properly was... what was before Sun and Moon? X and Y was significantly earlier. There was something in between those. Omega Ruby. That was fun. And there was something after that. Did they do Sun and Moon twice? I think they did. I think it was Sun and Moon and then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Or was it like Mega Moon? But yeah, I completely skipped by Sword and Shield anyway. I didn't have the Switch when that came out. And I wasn't too pushed at buying one specifically for Sword and Moon, especially with the state it seemed to be in. It was very sort of low quality. A lot of it looked very sort of rushed, you know. And I'd heard from most people who'd played it that it wasn't quite up to snuff in terms of, you know, difficulty and what have you. So there's our starter anyway. Fuecoco. Silly little fella there. Little peanut lad. He's very strong as well. Yeah, we have a fair few. Oh yeah, we have the Pikachu copy of this generation. Palmy. Love that fella. I don't really know why people don't like that guy. He's like Pikachu but buff, and I think that's really funny. Yep, so the Houndour's dead there anyway. Yeah. You know what? I've been thinking a lot about X and Y. I feel like they got a bad rap. Like, I think those are entertaining games. They're just... The difficulty was definitely lower compared to the games that came before it, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Like, I don't think anyone enjoys grinding, trying to meet, like, level requirements. Now, maybe it wasn't quite a difficult one for, like, Nuzlocke and all that. I know people love doing those. Oh, who's this fella? Oh, he's gonna battle us as well. Yeah, he's so happy. He's happy to be doing anything, I suppose. He's probably been standing there a while. But yeah, I think X and Y was one where they tried a lot of interesting stuff, like the Mega Evolution stuff was a lot of fun. There was like a lot of... What are these starters for Gen 6? The frog, the fox, and the chestnut. You know what? A lot of people don't like Chespin, but I picked it, and at the time I regretted it. When it hit its like chestnut stage, but you know, looking back, I think that was the best choice. I think it was the most interesting at the end. Plus, grass fighting. How often does that happen? Really, it's just like Breloom. I think that's it. I think it's just Breloom. So yeah, it's an interesting type combination. Super weak to flying though. That was one big thing. But there was no shortage of like rock types or electric types or what have you. So that wasn't really ever a concern. Although, if you wanted to use Lucario, of course, then you had a lot of flying weakness on one team, which was never good, especially since the Elite Four person. There was a flying one in that, I think. Unless that was Sun and Moon. I think that was Sun and Moon. But yeah, I have very fond memories of that game. I replayed it not too long ago, I think. Maybe a year ago or something. And it was a very enjoyable experience. I went out of my way to try using Pokemon I hadn't really touched before. Pokemon I hadn't really used before. Like Pangoro, I think is quite cool. And Malamar is another one. I didn't end up using Malamar in that game. Goe Fukoko. But yeah, what was I doing? Malamar. Yeah, Malamar was really good in Sun and Moon. Or was it Ultra Sun and Moon? It's one of those. The one with the totem Pokemon. Because you could just flip the totem Pokemon stat buffs. Oh, we've got a little fella. Oh, he's been really annoying though. There we go. Gimmighoul. Love Gimmighoul. Wish you could get him as the little wandering form without having to play Pokemon Go. Because I just do not have the money to, you know, to be going around with a hotspot or whatever to get this Pokemon. Yeah, the new Pokemon is strange. Also, hello, Bo. I forgot to be looking at chat, to be honest. Holy hell, it's this year. Sorry, what was that in reference to? Sorry, I got a bit. I was fairly absorbed in the game. But yeah, it is weird now that there's just like items everywhere. And they respawn as well, which is quite nice. Alright, thank you. Even the business lads have like the shaved sides thing. The Macklemore do. Oh, lovely. Happiness around. A lot of the, like, is it Gen 2 baby Pokemon or Gen 4? One of those. But it was nice to see Gen 4 getting a lot of appreciation, and Gen 2. With the Legends anyway. And now in this as well. So there's Nemona again. They sure do love talking in this game, that's for sure. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Malamar was great fun in Sun and Moon. Turned all the totems into very easy... Oh, we're gonna fight. Okay. I thought she was gonna keep talking to us. That's grand. Woohoo! Oh, all the other ones are scheduled for next year. Yeah, that's mainly because of how inconvenient it is to stream on YouTube. The way they have it set up is that you need to create the stream first, and then you can stream off it. Whereas with Twitch, you can just like open it and get going. So I just made like a bunch that I can just hop into whenever. But then I sort of forgot about it. And then I have to keep pushing back the time on them. So I just said, you know what, I'll set it for next year. I actually did that with the Memorial one, thinking that next year would just never come. But it's quickly approaching. It's like 6 months away from when I said it. Yeah, Nemona's good. As far as like rivals go, I think she's one of the better ones. We've got a new move anyway. I don't think charge is that great. The music is really good in this game though. Thank you, Unfortunate Watcher, for contributing your message. You are very powerful. Oh, he's got he's got a little chef hat. He's gonna bake us a cake. Oh. Oh, okay. He's got a bit more power now. I remember watching Zion play this actually. And back before, you know, of course, she was terminated. And she kept calling the like super form testiculizing. XY is pretty good, but it did not do much with some things like Dexio and Cena. Yeah, what was that about? They like introduced these characters and then basically forgot about them. They just like gave you an item or something, and that was about it. I think they were like lab assistants or something. They had cool designs, but they didn't really do anything with the story. And then they show up in other stuff and do a lot more. I think it was Sun and Moon they actually hung out a bit. That's adorable. Yeah, he's got a little chef hat. Alright, thank you, Nemona. Ah. Yeah, I really want to play X and Y now. I have a lot of good memories from that game. And I recently found out you can do tricks with the skating, which I never knew about. You know, I just used it to go place to place. Yes, Pokemon. It is the most recent one, I do believe. Scarlet and Violet. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. Wow. 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 Look at all that stuff. Alright, we're at the big school that looks like a palace. Do you have a favourite Pokemon game? You know, it's hard to say actually. I think X and Y is definitely up there. I think Alpha Sapphire was like a nice middle ground between all the stuff they introduced in X and Y, and like the not the difficulty of the earlier games, but like it just felt like you could experiment more with it. Also, the flying in that game was really good. Alright, thank you, Nimona, for continuing to talk. Oh. Yeah, so the original plan for today was I was going to play Mystic Messenger, but I couldn't get BlueStacks to work. So we're doing this instead. So I'll probably have to change that thumbnail later, but what are you going to do? Let me see here. Ah, the music in this is good. It's really, really good. That's something that I think a lot of a lot of games struggle to compete with Pokemon with. That is, I feel, their strongest point. It's their music. Gameplay, I feel like they haven't really evolved much over the last however many years. It's very similar to what it was in like the 90s. And I think most games that have been around that long have changed. Oh, sorry about that. Had an alarm set up for stuff. What was I talking about? Yeah, I think Pokemon is probably the only franchise that hasn't like done crazy not rewrites, like changed up how the game is played. Like Zelda's a similar length, but it's totally different compared to what it was in like, was it 96 that the first one came out? Yeah, the gameplay could for sure use some updates. We're definitely moving in the right direction with the Legends, so I'm excited to see them do more stuff like that. Oh, my teeth whistled. Sorry about that. I don't know, what's everyone else's favorite Pokemon game? My long-winded response was Alpha Sapphire, basically. You know what do I need? I love Team Star. They're just so goofy. I think that's something they've been... The character they've been built. Legends Arceus was so good. I'm sad the gameplay with this is not like it. Yeah, honestly. I think they were probably in development at the same time as each other, which is probably why they didn't end up using the Legends Arceus Pokeball throwing. That would have been cool though. Yeah, more music. Get him, Fuecoco. Kick his ass. Let's see, either black, white, or sun and moon. Oh, okay. Renegade Platinum or just regular Platinum if mainline. Black and White 2 is second place. Black and White was the first game, but I love the Pokemon in Sun and Moon. Oh, I see. Yeah, Sun and Moon had loads of really good designs. I like a lot of the like regional variants, like Marowak was really cool. And Renegade Platinum, I had completely forgotten about that whole scene. Nintendo's kind of squished the whole fan game sphere down by quite a bit now, unfortunately. But, you know, maybe 10 years ago, they had like, you had, of course, Renegade Platinum, you had, what was it, Pokemon Uranium? Recently, anyway, there's like, I think Pokemon Infusion was one that I've seen a lot of people stream. What else is there? There's one that I used to play a lot of. Was it Phoenix? Pokemon Phoenix? Phoenix Fates or something? I played a lot of fan games. I actually played one while... So, I used to go to like coding classes. And during those coding classes, when I would finish my assignments, I would just have like Pokemon fan games open up on my laptop and I'd be playing. Yeah, I kind of missed that. I feel like Nintendo's kind of discouraged people from making those quite a lot. There's still people who do make them, but I feel like the volume has gone down a lot, especially like ROM hacks. ROM hacks were fun. There was like the first one that came to mind was like an unfinished ROM hack that went over like 7 years, and it only ever got to the 3rd gym. I think it was Opal, Pokemon Opal, where you just get like someone they combined Mew with Pikachu, and it was Pika Mew, and you got that as your starter, and you played through the I think it's just like a very normal sort of, it's like they rearranged Soul Silver, I think, and they, ooh, actually Soul Silver is definitely up there for like my favorite games, but I do think Alpha Sapphire does beat it. Oh, hold on. I did a bird-only playthrough of Sun and Moon, and it was a lot of fun. I like when games allow you to add artificial challenges. Yes, doing stuff like that is so much fun. I think I really liked a lot of the fighting type Pokemon, so I would use mostly fighting type. It wasn't like a challenge. It was just I really liked fighting type Pokemon, because they're all like karate themed and stuff, and like martial arts. Let me see, what else do I need? Woohoo, more tutorials. Terrestrialize! Yeah, get him for Coco. Yeah, get out of here, young goose. Favorite type is probably grass. Very fair. There's a lot of really solid grass types. There's also like strange ones like Tropius. I always wondered, like, what is the inspiration for Tropius? He's got like a bananas on his neck. He's also a dinosaur, and he has wings. There's a lot of ideas going on there. I was always really curious about what he's meant to be. But I thought he was cool. I played, I had him on my team in Platinum. Sorry, I think I skipped. Sun and Moon was fine, but there was really nothing to do post-game. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon fixes this for me. Plus, I will never be mad when Looker's in something. Yeah, Looker's a lot of fun. I like the like, little extra quests at the end of X and Y where you'd hang out with Looker and stuff. I wasn't a huge fan of how it ended, but when you got to play them, they were fun. Let me see. Someone's fine. Yeah, I read that. Ooh, artificial challenge. Yeah, so soul locks are fun. I did one with my friend for. Ooh, what game was it? I think it was Platinum. And we randomized all the Pokemon, and we basically, if one person loses a Pokemon, the Pokemon in the same party slot on the other person's game has to go as well. and I think we fought like not a Lapras. It was a I think a Suicune in the first round, and I can't remember if it was me or him, but one of us died on the first round, so we ended it immediately, and neither of us thought to just start over and do it again. We just closed the game. Yeah, that was fun. I do miss doing like challenge runs and what have you. I do have like a stream planned for later in the week where it's just labeled challenge stream. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. I'll figure something out before Saturday. I meant to. Oh, the music is really good. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I meant to organize. What was I saying? Sorry, I'm half paying attention to Mona, half trying to talk. What was I saying? Oh yeah, something about challenges. I've done weird stuff before, just because in the moment it seemed like a good idea, like trying to play three games on stream at the same time and stuff. Which was very messy, especially since I only have one monitor. So I just had like all the games really tiny, so I could click back and forth. Dementia stream. For real, for real. Yeah, so I'll figure it. Talk about challenge streams, thanks. Yeah, I'll figure something out for Saturday. Something fun. I don't think it'll be like a speedrun or anything, because I'm just not very good at those. Let me see, how long will it be? 30 minutes. Oh wow, okay. That was gone by really quickly. Just a loading screen there. There we go. We have to go to open. Those are some I feel like they're missing a few frames between those. They're at like 2 frames per second. Poor kids. Jacques. Jacques looks cool. I'm not sure what he does. He's a teacher of some sort. Do you think people have translated the stuff that's on those backboards? Like, is that translatable? Is it gibberish? Excuse me. I really want to know if it's like actual trainer tips, or if it's just like the developers putting their names in the game or something. I actually really love when they do that in games where like developers or I don't know, the art department or whatever will like insert themselves somewhere in the game, and they won't make it like super obvious. Excuse me. Just finding stuff like that is fun. I'm Mr. Jacques. I teach oh, he teaches biology. Okay. Wait, so like do they learn exclusively human biology or like Pokemon biology? And do these people have different biology than like human people? Because obviously they have like way bigger heads than human people, so they can't just have like the same. There's gotta be like other stuff as well that's different. Like, do they have larger hearts to compensate for the bigger brains? I don't actually know much about biology. I don't know if they would need larger hearts, but I imagine that, you know, the big craniums are pretty heavy. Ba, ba, ba. Hello, Arvin. Mr. Bees. Look at the bees. He's saying stuff when I'm not listening. I just want to see the bees. Arvin, please move. I want to see the bees. Did you know? Oh no! Not that copy pasta. Anything but that. You gotta help me out so I can finally make my dream a reality. Hee hee hee. Oh look, the bees are back. The bees, sir. The bees are in the garden. Step out of the way, I'm gonna shoot the bees. Arvin is very boring. He's not that interesting. More bees. I didn't know there was a second lot of bees. There aren't that many bee Pokemon, are there? There's like Combee, of course, and Vespiquen. Vespiquen? Vespiquen? I'm not sure. Are there other bee Pokemon? There's Beedrill. I think he's more a wasp, isn't he? And I guess also Kakuna and Weedle, because they're the mini ones of Beedrill. Are there other ones? You know, Ledian is a Pokemon that gets far underappreciated. Excuse me. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, and it can't do very much. And for some people that just don't, well, probably because it can't do much. But it's such a fun design. It's like a little ladybug, and he has like baseball hands, and he's like a Sentai dude, and he has like big blue eyes. He's just a cool little guy. But like, nobody likes Ledian. Maybe it's just like a neutral disinterest in Ledian. Anyway, Path of Legends. I like his phone case. Let it stew for a bit. A bag of Stardust. Woo! Let's go nuts! I'm not gonna sell these. It's party time. Oh look, there's the little dude. He's just like... Did you just say Meal Powers? Alright, who's this? I hacked your smartphone so I could talk to you. I feel like there are easier ways. Oh. MC is upset. You can tell by his eyebrows. And his lack of a mouth. Cassiopeia. That's very similar to one of the characters in Honkai. The new Honkai that came out. I've been playing a lot of that, to be honest. And when I'm not playing Honkai, I am watching people talk about Honkai. And I'm looking at who's coming up next in Honkai. And it's all getting slightly out of hand. I'm detailing a plan for grinding between levels 30 and 40, so that I'll be prepared for level 40. Which you don't need to do. You can just play casually and have fun. But I can never play casually in anything. I have to make it a weird challenge or have to min-max everything. I gotta stimulate that old brain. The little guy is cool, but you have to go out of your way to find him most of the time, and his stats are so bad. Yeah. Well, honestly, I've never gone out of my way to find Ledian. He just sort of shows up in, like, I know in Black and White 2, he's just around, and you bump into him. And what was it? Not Alpha Sapphire. And was it? It wasn't X and Y. I know Heart Gold and subsequently Gold has him around as well. But I would always just bump into like a Ledybot and then not catch it because I could just wait until it appears as Ledian in a stronger location. And then catch it and never use it. I've been keeping away from Honkai because I know I'll fall deep into it. I don't blame you. It is very easy to get wrapped up in Honkai. At least I found anyway. I didn't think I would like it because I'd seen Honkai Third Impact and I just wasn't that interested. It just seemed to be like a waifu simulator. So I just kind of skipped past that. But I gave Genshin a go for a while. There was like a 3-week period where I did nothing but play Genshin. I think that was 2021. Yeah, that wasn't... that was not a productive month. But Honkai, the new Honkai is very similar. Ah, the music is so good in this. Is that her specific theme, or is this just like classroom music? There's like a bald dude there. Is he a teacher? He's just reading a book. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with Honkai and weak will gacha games. I don't blame you for wanting to keep away. I generally will also stay away from gacha. I don't have the money to blow on it, so I never spend any money on it. But I do invest an unhealthy amount of time into gacha. Like Marvel Snap was the last one I played before Honkai, and for about 3 months it was all I could talk about to anyone. And I was on it for maybe 3-4 hours a day. It was not good. So I'm hoping I don't do that with Honkai as well. Who's that lady in the back? She has a design that's different to everyone else, so I'm guessing she's like a main character. Cascarafa Gym. Glaciado Gym. I like her jeans. She's got like the flared jeans. Where do those go? I mean, obviously they're not very practical because you always step on them with like your shoes and stuff. I just escaped Azure Lane and Magic the Gathering Arena. Fair play to you for getting out of that. I spent a good bit of time in Master Duel not too long ago. But honestly, I only play trains, so I didn't need to buy any new cards. And the people I played it with stopped playing it, so I stopped playing it. Which maybe isn't a bad thing. Which reminds me, actually, I need to finish the Master Duel season stuff. I think that is about, I think there's only maybe 40 wins, and then I get all the stuff from it. Who needs money when you have copious amount of time? Exactly. Yeah, I will stubbornly make free-to-play not win, but work in any game that I try. Especially when it's built not to work like that. What's going on? One moment, please. Just allow us to connect. I was playing ranked Magic the Gathering, which was fun, but God, was it a mistake. Right. I've only ever played like a little bit of Magic when I was like 17? Something like that. I bought like... I dropped 40 euros on packs one afternoon because I thought it would impress the cashier, which is dumb. It did not. They did not care. And that was when I was like, I need to take a different thing to entertain my time with. This is not good. I pulled like 40 euros worth of stuff and I didn't get anything good. And I didn't really want the cards to begin with. At the time I was just thinking, these cards don't really sell. I'm sure the cashier will appreciate it if I buy them. And of course they said nothing because they did not care. Yeah, so that's how I embarrassed myself out of playing Magic the Gathering. Oh, who's this? Some lady with sharp teeth. This is what I ask. Look for Koraida. Oh, look after Koraida. Cool, cool, cool. Can do. Koraidon's too weak to battle, but you can use it as a moped. I lost count how much I wasted on it. I don't blame you. I don't want to think about how much I spent on like Pokemon cards when I was a kid. Could this Pokemon have origins with Area Zero? Sada? 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 Sadie? Sadie? Sad? Ba, 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 ba. Alright, so we have to like do story stuff, I guess. Honestly, I've been not paying much attention to the story up to this point. Ooh, what is in those Pokeballs? Oh no. Please leave me alone, Nimona. I just want to get through this and play Pokemon. Oh, we have to go sleep, I guess? Wow. This looks so empty. Okay, this is your room. Hooray. I have been successfully jailed within the castle. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Honkai Star Rail version 1.1 because that's when we get Silver Wolf. And Silver Wolf has a bunch of really cool stuff. Like, she can just shoot people and then they become weak to one of the types on your team. So you don't have to like build your team quite as much if you're broke. I mean, it's still better to just go in with the best type available. But say, if you have Celia, the like butterfly themed DPS, and you have Silver Wolf, and you don't have a good, say, lightning type DPS. Oh, it's time. I've been waiting forever for this. Come on. Okay. Let's go. We gotta go to the schoolyard. Where do you want to go? I want to go to the schoolyard. Chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard. There's Crowler. He has like gold Pokeballs. Or are they? No, they're Premier Balls. This room is mischance for a base builder. For sure. I really like those in, was it Office Sapphire again? I feel like I'm talking about them a lot. But I think that was the one that had like little bases and stuff. And of course there was the Diamond and Pearl Underground. Unfortunately, I only started playing Platinum after the online scene of Platinum disappeared. So actually I don't think I had the internet at that point. It was like 2011, 2010, whatever it was. I didn't have the internet at that point. So did I? I might have had. It wouldn't have been very good. I don't think I would have been like using it. I wouldn't have had anything to use it on really, because it would have just been like the DS Lite? Yeah, the DS Lite, which didn't have internet capabilities. So, what was I talking about? Base building, right. Yeah, so because the internet died off, I couldn't really take advantage of a lot of the underground stuff. So what I would do is I would borrow my brother's DS and I would just like repeatedly steal his flag in the underground over and over to get all the required stuff in order to get, I think it was Spiritomb. Yeah, I had this little booklet from a magazine because, you know, back before people used the internet, you'd have to find other ways of getting cheat codes and stuff. And I got this little booklet in, it used to be called Pokemon World, but they changed it to Pocket World because it wasn't like an official Pokemon magazine. It was something that was just run in the UK. But they probably legally were forced to change the name from Pokemon. So it's Pocket World, but it came with like a little booklet, and it had all of the like codes and guides to getting specific Pokemon in different games. So I used that anyway to find out how to get Spiritomb, and also I used it for Mystery Dungeon. It had stuff, and it had guides on, what was that game? Hello again, Nimona. Oh, you just don't leave me alone. Go have your own adventure. What other spin-offs did they have? They had Mystery Dungeon, they had Rumble, they had the Candy Crush one. There's a specific one that they had codes for that I used. I can't remember what it was. Oh, Conquest, Pokemon Conquest, fantastic game, a lot of fun. I still play it occasionally. You and me for sure got a battle if... Oh, again? Okay. You're interrupting me, Nimona. But yeah, Pokemon Conquest is a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing that a lot. I think a lot of the additional Conquest stuff doesn't work anymore because it required Nintendo Online. Or maybe it was time sensitive? I can't remember. But yeah, some of the stuff just doesn't work. Which is kind of dumb. They kind of should have future-proofed it or something. He doesn't have time to waste on chasing after the champion rank. Yeah, exactly, Arvin. You tell her. Pokemon before women. I don't know. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Conquest is a lot of fun. It's like it's less of a Pokemon game and more of like a Chinese no, it's not Chinese. It's a Japanese warlord game where you have all the real warlords from Japan's history paired with Pokemon, and you have them fight to control territories. It's fun. It was on DS, and I'm so sad they never made another one. I guess it didn't do well or something, but it was such a fun game. I think originally I got it because it came with like a free pencil case or something. This was back in, I don't know, maybe 2013, something like that. No, 2012 was when X and Y came out, and that was the first time that they had the simultaneous releases for Pokemon games. Before that, it was like an 8-month wait between Europe and Japan or something like that. Yeah, so it was definitely before that. It was probably after Black and White, but before. So it would have been like late 2020. Sorry, 21. Nope, 2011. Late 2011. Sengoku period. I have no idea. Is the truth. You had Nobunaga, who was like the main villain, and he wanted to take control of the country. I heard about it, but it wasn't available in Europe. Maybe? Maybe it was like where I was that they had it, but elsewhere they didn't. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't actually know about Japanese history, besides a few of the warlord names that I picked up from playing Pokemon Conquest. Like the name Masamune is now just embedded in my brain. Him and his darn Braviary. I think that was him. He had like a big crescent moon on his helmet. It was cool. It was like a sideways crescent moon, like a banana. More tutorials. They never end. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna play Conquest again at some point. I don't know if it's necessarily a good stream game, but we can try it and see. I feel like it's maybe too slow paced to be good for streams. But I had a lot of fun playing that game over and over and over, and I love all the like mini quests. When you finish the main game, it opens up a bunch of like character side quests where you replay certain portions of the main game again, but as a different character. So there's like 20 mini stories to complete where you have to like take over. One of them's like take control of 5 chunks of land as a ninja lady, or take control of the left half of the country as a big shogun dude who had Groudon. It was fun. They gave you like little challenges and stuff, and each of the stories sort of built on the backstory and the characters, so you got to learn a little more about them and what they were about. Because a lot of the characters in the main game you didn't get to spend much time with. There were like 3 or 4 that you got to spend little time with and talk with and stuff, but most of them you saw them once and then you took their land, and then that was kind of it. There was no like, you don't get to like hang out with them or anything, learn much about their personality. Until you get to the side quest stuff, which was fine. Alright, big bridge. Stony Cliff Titan. Cool, cool, cool. You know, I wish they'd given... Obviously it's nice that you can go wherever you want in this game. Do whatever you want in whatever order. But I wish they would have had it so that the levels tracked with your person, so that you could actually do it in any order instead of the pre-decided order that they gave. Because it's not like it would have been a crazy thing to do that. Like Skyrim did that 10 years ago, where you could just go wherever you want and then the enemies scale with your level. You a new kid? Do you mean to the desert? Yes, I'm new to the desert. I don't think you would be in my class specifically. You look about a foot taller. You know, there's some... I've seen like... what look to be 60 to 70-year-old NPCs in this who are still in Pokemon school. Which either means that the requirements to pass are really, really high, or the average reading comprehension level in this country is very low. I'm not sure which it is. They also made Pokemon Sleep, didn't they? What is Pokemon Sleep? They keep like doing updates for it, and it's always in the Pokemon Direct, but I always skip past it. Is it just like... Is my phone on? No. What was I talking about? Pokemon Sleep. Yeah, is it like ASMR but Pokemon? Or is it just like GIFs of Pokemon sleeping? I don't understand what that is. And there's Pokemon Cafe, which I haven't played either. And there was Pokemon Go, of course. Pokemon Masters I played for a while. That was fine. There's not really much game to it. It is like 90% around the gacha. Maybe the story is okay. I honestly skipped the story in Pokemon Masters. I haven't played it in a while because it was getting to be very repetitive. I'm gonna mute for a second and drink some water. Okay, that was legit hilarious. No. Did she just say noise? Oh, I'm getting all sleepy. What time is it now? It's 7:10. Okay. You know what? We'll do a little more. Let's do this raid anyway. I feel like this will be interesting. What are you? Oh, it's a Rockruff. I like Rockruff. And one of the teammates has a Skuntank. No, wait, it's a Stunky. Skuntank is a big one. Gianna, Hunter, Haley. Yeah, hit the Rockruff. Oh. what other stuff was there? The DS had a lot of strange titles, because obviously the hardware wasn't the best. I mean, it was still good for what it was. Like, there were a lot of fun games on it, but in terms of, like, you couldn't really handle 3D stuff, except for, like, Mario 64. That was fun. The DS version, I played that. Is that sacrilegious? I don't know. I never played the original. They also had like a lot of, there was a lot of DS shovelware, like a lot. Ooh, you know, yeah, get him for Coco. Wow. Oh, he's low, kinda. Ember. Yeah. Take that, Rockruff. Wow. You're in my Pokeball now, boy. Whoa. It's a home run. Ka-chow. Woohoo. Huzzah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, DS shovelware. There was a lot. There was this really difficult but fun Superman DS game, and it was set up so that you like didn't regenerate health or something. I only played it when I was small, so I don't remember if there was actually a way to heal, or if like it might just have been me misunderstanding how the game worked. But if I remember correctly, there was no way to heal your health, so you had to just steamroll through all of the dudes. And if you died, you went back to like 6 hours before or something. I feel like that could be a fun challenge thing. I just have to figure out where that game is gone. I inherited a lot of like PS2 games as well from my cousin. Like 2 copies of Madagascar for some reason. Madagascar for PS2. And that was fun. And which one is it that when they're in Africa? Is that the second game or the third game? I think that's the second game. The DS one of that was fun. I played that. That was a quality game, I would say. Or child me would say. I haven't played it since. There was like a Daffy Duck minigame game where it was just like a bunch of random minigames. Okay, so I can't get up that wall. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Oh! Oh, it's a Rookity in the bush. He was sneaking. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, shovelware. Yeah, there's a Daffy one. There's like a Transformers movie game, which always crashed whenever I tried to play it. I played War for Cybertron on the DS. That was fun. But I think it's much better on like home consoles, you know, Xbox and PS3. That's what it was made to play. You can also play it on the Wii, which I think is funny. The Wii had some strange titles, like it had Call of Duty. Would you to play with a Wiimote? And of course it had the man's version of Cooking Mama, which was I think Science Papa, which it was just like a reskin of Cooking Mama, but for men, manly men. Get him for Coco. Cook that bird. Wow. Oh. Oh. Cool, cool, cool. Wait, is that moist critical? I just now noticed that. It's like, quite critical. Ba 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 ba. Ooh, what are you? Yeah. Is that water or ice? How to catch wild a Pokemon. Battle. Amber. Okay, so assuming it is water, this would be fine. And if it's ice, it'll be neutral anyway, so it's grand. Water balls. Okay, so it's water. Oh my goodness. Alright, get your little chef hat. Sous Chef Palmy. What was the big one called? The evolution of Palmy. It's like Palmo and then Palmomi or something. I like how the evolution of this is just it's larger and it stands up on its back legs. Okay, so I don't know if there's anything that we have that'll be able to handle this. Alright, Wooper, go for it. These are all bad type matchups, I'm just now realizing. Maybe we should have brought something that was like not weak to water. I mean, Lechonk is fine, and Azumarill is fine, but they don't do anything to Jigglypuff. We might be able to catch this anyway, though. Yeah, get out of here. In the ball. Oh. It looks like you've beaten me. Pokeball, go. The water absorb is pretty lucky. I didn't actually notice that. No, Pooper. Do you think the Trainer Eye AI knows about like abilities and stuff? I need to test that later. Like, there was some game where I'm not sure if it was a Pokemon game or if it was like a fan game where it had like input reading where the game would like preemptively know what you were gonna put out. Did anyone ever play Pokemon MMO? It's the same as like the first 5 gens of Pokemon, but you get to play it with other people. And it's like a market and stuff. When I found out about it, I'd already sort of got burned out on those first 5 generations, so I didn't get much out of it. But I imagine it's fun with like some people. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hello. Oh. Thank you, lady. Were people upset about this new Nurse Joy? I feel like I remember hearing something about that. I'm glad they fixed the bugs anyway. Or some of them. At least I'm assuming they did, because I haven't come in contact with any. Pokeball. Speaking of the Wii, I'm sad the Switch does not have nearly any silly things like, yeah, it's missing all the terrible add-ons like the baseball attachment, or the tennis racket attachment, or the gun attachment. I mean, they got like Nintendo Labo or whatever, but I think they gave up on that pretty quick, which is a shame. I wonder if there's still people who are using like Labo and creating their own Labo stuff. Well, Coco became confused. I feel like Labo had a lot of potential if they didn't base it around cardboard. Like if it was something closer to Dreams, where you can make your own stuff. Maybe it would have worked better. But with the requirement to have like a ton of cardboard, which will eventually rot, or just fall apart, or it might get wet. That was the... Well, that and all of the construction bits for Labo bumped the price up by like a lot. So no one could buy it. Well, not that no one could buy it. It was out of the price range for a lot of people. I sure couldn't buy it. I mean, I didn't have a Switch at the time, but I remember people trying it out. There's a cool YouTube channel actually that, like, one of the things they did was they tried to make the Labo work better. And they did that with Lego Mario as well. They produced their own add-ons, so you could have like Lego Mario fight a giant cardboard Goomba, and you just like download the instructions and print it onto cardboard that you have at home, which seems like a good way to do it, you know. You can just cut out the templates that they provide and sellotape them on and like use them as a base and then cut around them on cardboard. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like that would need a visual aid. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. I don't know what they're called though. They're a really creative bunch. They've only made like 5 videos, but every video they've done has been very, very high quality. They do a lot of creative stuff. Like, there was this attempt by Lego to do a similar thing where you could, like, I don't remember if it was wearable Lego or if it was like Lego that moved or something, but they gave up on it after one 6-month period, and these guys tried to do something cool with it again. I need to look them up because I just remember bits and pieces. Yeah. Ball. Get him, dude. I'm a little disappointed Mystic Messenger didn't work out. I feel like that could have been interesting, but I think we can get that working for next week. If I just keep banging my head against keep banging my head against BlueStacks until it works. Shocker gamers don't care much for cardboard. I know, right? Who would have thought? Mud shot. Oh, I don't know what it is, it's just like making me fall asleep here. Maybe my body's just... It's all the excitement of turn-based combat. Let's get rid of... Rock Throw, why not? Slam. Let's get Slam. Whoa! My might and my items meant nothing in the face of your Pokemon. What's this? Fuecoco is evolving. It's Fuecoco with a hat. Crocalore. Okay, I'm gonna check on food. I'm gonna be back in a second. Okay, I have to come clean. I am not playing Pokemon. This is a pre-recording. I've been playing Honkai in the background the whole time. Yeah, I don't have a capture card for Pokemon. And I needed to get my dailies done. So I've been playing Honkai while the Pokemon plays in the background. Surprise! Yeah. So the the person who was playing Pokemon was Gamers Little Playground. Playground? Gamers Little Playground. So I will I'll link their thingy anyway. Surprise. Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna keep playing some honky for a little bit, and then I'm gonna get food because my food's nearly ready. Just waiting on deliver man. Ooh, actually, I shouldn't open that because it's really loud. Can't be mad. Hook is on screen. Yeah, I don't have many like strong dudes. A lot of my pulls have been like AoE, or I got Bailu, and I got Clara out of the what is the 50 pull one called again? Out of this thing, the Stellar Warp. So I don't have much in ways of offensive capabilities other than Clara and Hook. And Natasha's always good. Yeah, I've literally just been farming. But I suppose I can do like quest stuff. Oh, a sizable bounty is on offer. For what? Reports from the Curio Collection Squad on the frontline state that a type of curio called Xenohydro has been spotted in the space station. Minge? I don't think that's a good name for Minge hereby. So Minge in the UK has a very different meaning to whatever it means in Chinese. Hereby issues a wanted notice to all Herta researchers and partners. If you have any information regarding the Xenohydro, please immediately come forward and report it to the reception hall. A sizable bounty is on offer. How much does it pay? A massive influx of information is coming in all at once, and yet not even a single relevant clue has been found to lead to anything. Patience, everyone. Listen to me. Carry on with your search and go to the reception hall if you have something to discuss. Discuss. So that's this one. I wonder what this is all about. Let's-a go. It's this guy again. Hello. Wen Mingdi. Minged? Feel free to ask me if you have any questions. How do I pronounce your name? That's my question. Mr. Wen, excuse me. Who is interrupting me? If it is the Xenohydro, then show yourself at once. Aha, so it is you. You're also here to volunteer in the Curio Collection Squad. Wait, don't come over here. Just say 1 or 2 words. Ahahaha. I don't understand what the context of that is, but that's the one I'm picking. No abnormal watery sound in your pronunciation. Pupillary reflex, normal. Perspiration reaction, normal. Okay, Now you can come over and let me touch your forehead. Why? The Xenohydro can achieve this level of likeness. Alas, the lead was once again inconclusive. Oh, this is so much reading. I don't normally pay attention to the text. I just skip through it. Even if the recollection of curios is the top priority in the Declaration of Revival, it is proven to be a difficult task indeed in practice. Well, you truly are a man of dedication, Mr. Wen. It's because of all that Xenohydro trickery, I see. Well, let me tell you, this has been tormenting me to no end. That's why we had to have this that conversation earlier. The squad has been searching for the Xenohydro for some time, but to no avail. A member of the squad named Abraham has been gone missing. It is true what they say. When it rains, it pours. Is it the scared, Abraham? Life is but a path to death. That's right. He says this at least once out of every 5 sentences. Aha! That's a joke about him having only 5 sentences. According to squad members, Abraham was last seen in the storage zone. Where are we right now? Even though Abraham can be quite the downer, which has been a real torture for his colleagues. I can't stand him either, but we can't just leave him. I love the dialogue options in this game. Right now, all squad members are busy searching for missing curios. And I'll also have to handle the whole Xenohydro situation. So it's all up to you to find Abraham. If you bring him back safely, the Department of Implement Arts will reward you quite handsomely. Cool. So we're on the base zone. Storage zone, okay. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. I like the big bear that she's got. Oh, it's one of them things. To the storage zone. Whoop. What to butte?
It's time that we took the government on, and it's time that we got them. What should we do? We gotta start changing our own. We gotta go back to faith in our Lord. We gotta go back. We gotta allow kids and people to be punk rockers and be radical. We have so that they can learn to fight these evils, and that they can learn to stand up for themselves. You know, punk ends up in the Bible. Stand up for yourself, and you know, change people. Discussing fortunately a very serious issue. We're continuing to discuss the evils of government. Discussing about the history of our great...
There we go. I had to grab food. Cool, cool, cool. What was I doing? I was trying to help this guy. Can I just jump off here? Nope. Invisible walls. Okay, so he's way back there. How do I get down there? First floor? Yep.
Come on, then.
Kind of a quick peek at, I think I'm gonna end once I catch this dude, because my food's gonna go cold. Oh no, he's been cornered. There's like 5 guys here. Today I'm going to get justice for Alfred. Alfred! Whoa, whoa. Don't come near me, go away. Ooh, those are big guys. Get out of here. Get him, Hook. Yeah. Now, wait, let me check. Does it just... Ultimate. Next skill used. Okay, so I don't have to use the skill. I'm gonna save that. Yeah, get out of here. Defense, and that's gonna draw all them dudes there. Ha ha ha.
Time for a shot.
Oh, I just realized I should have healed that turn. Oopsie. And we're gonna do that. Very cool. Woohoo! Success.
A delicate operation.
Hello, Abraham. Hey, did you notice that one of the monsters you just defeated had a different body build? Honestly, I wasn't paying much attention. Even the joint on its left leg looks different from the others. I'm pretty sure that's what killed Alfred. I did it. I finally did it. I finally avenged Alfred. I had to get... Who's Alfred? I had to gather up so much courage. You almost died. Life is but... The way you care so much about me reminds me of Alfred. Who is Alfred? He said you were missing. But he was the one who sent me here. This makes no sense. Research Abraham of the Curio Collection Squad, former member of the Security Department, is hereby commissioned to retrieve a boxer with colored tortoiseshell pattern from the Department of Implement Arts to the storage zone from Wing. The item can be found in the third aluminum cabinet in the left-hand side of the corridor. Is personally responsible for all consequences. The notice comes into immediate effect. Hurry to transfer for a while, I guess. Assigner when Mangy. Assignee a burger ham. A burger ham. Your name is a burger ham. The order was handed me to my... It can't be a mistake. I remember his pupils were dilated, head was covered in sweat, hands cold, and even his throat made a faint gurgling sound. He must have been really eager to get that curio. Let's go back. If you have any doubts, check the transfer order, go back and ask what's his face. Bump. Ooh, treasure. A little robot. Force a shutdown. Go to sleep. Good night. Alright, so I think I can just finish this up by... Hopefully this is just the last bit. Why use Natasha if you have Bailu? I am not a huge fan of Bailu purely based on the like randomness of her healing. I much prefer the concrete. There we go. The concrete, like you know what you're gonna get when you heal with Natasha, but with Bailu, it's random, and I don't like that. Also, thank you, Alfonso. Doop-a-doo. Gonna shoot that pew and go over here. Wen Ming with hand on hip. Drop the act. You drop the act. I know it's you. You've been pretending to be me. Excuse me, but who are you calling a fake? I was standing right here the whole time. Now everyone, the situation is clear and day. It's already known that Xenohydro has been on the loose. I never would have thought that this creature would be so bold, approaching us like this and trying to take my place. Don't try to steal my words. You accused me of being a fake. What about your claim? Where's the evidence to support that? You arrived just in time. What do you think? You guys should fight it out. You really don't care, do you? Where's Abraham? Did you find him? What's this transfer order in your hands? Retrieve the boxer with colored tortoiseshell pattern. You cheeky Xenohydro, how dare you use my identity to steal such a valuable curio? Now that the evidence is all clear, it's time to end this. I suggest Sea Monkey make the call. What do you say? Check vital signs? Our fuels are both high. Check the signature. Wen Mingy, who is obviously a blatant mockery of me. I notice both of us are carrying the written orders for the team's daily attendance. Check the boxers. Those boxers are a curio and are not to be worn. Wait, they're like boxer briefs? Not to mention that they are not my personal property. What's there is not to check. These boxers were clearly planted by the Xenohydro. I, Dignifier, Department of Vegetable and Arts, Zabaradaba, will not allow Xenohydro to mock me. What do you think? Try to dupe him. Don't listen to him. It's up to Sea Monkey. Who's real and who's fake? Wait, am I saying the left one is fake or the left one is real? Because this guy is clearly the real one. The one on the right. But am I saying the one on the right is real or the one on the right is fake? Oh, I have to mute. Okay, you made the right choice. I'm not the... Oh, okay. So it was asking who's the fake. That's the watery guttural sound unique to the Xenohydro. I got carried away. I guess I got it right after all. Am I just gonna fight a regular dude? Oh. I was hoping I'd just be fighting a researcher. Oh. The dilemma of wording for real. They worded that so poorly. Yeah, get him. Zardos. Svardog. Svarog? Zardos. Pew. He has a lot of health.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Pew.
I'll never forget you.
Pew. Get out of here.
That'll take more.
Get out of here.
I'm on guard.
Get out of here.
Lance ablaze. Lance.
Finish him. Oh. Yeah. He's out of here. The Xenohydro combat excuse me. I'm so sorry. The Xenohydro combat abilities have been neutralized. Everyone, fall in an olive-shaped formation and use the central elevator as our starting point. Prepare for the collection process. Pay attention to anyone suspicious around you. There was a burst of chaotic energy, and everything was a blur. Something seems to be moving fast. The chaos gradually subsides. Oh, the story's still going? Okay. The numbers are right, not one more, not one less. The Xenohydra escaped. Let's chase it. It must have disguised itself already. We learn from our mistakes. I will report this to Mrs. Hinkle. Okay. Oh, thank you. I didn't pay attention for 20 minutes. This isn't Pokemon anymore. Yeah, I was never actually playing Pokemon. That was a pre-recording by, what was their name? Gamers Little Playground. Thank you, Gamers Little Playground. If you ever find the Xenohydra elsewhere, remember that the Curio Collection Squad is always here. Don't try to fight alone. Everyone, fall in. Is it over? It's over. Cool. So, I'm gonna eat now. So I'm gonna end it here. But thank you for watching if you watched, and stopping by if you stopped by. I'm gonna go have food now. Yeah. Bye.
Radicals. We have to so that they can learn to fight these evils.
Oh, I need to check if it's gonna raid into. I have it set up to raid into Marie, but I don't know if she's still alive. She's not. Cool. Perfect. All right. Bye again.
Discussing fortunately a very serious issue. We're continuing to discuss the evils of government. Discussing about the history of our great America. We're discussing some of the evil things that our government is currently doing to people.